All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to tackle video editing, and my goal here is super simple. To prove that you, yes, you, can edit a fantastic-looking video in CapCut in just a few minutes, even if you've never done it before. Let's get to it.
So, do you think video editing is super complicated? Because if you do, you are not alone. There's this common idea that you need all this crazy expensive software and, hours and hours of training just to make something look decent. But here's the thing. That's just not true anymore. Not at all. And we're about to see why. So let's forget all that complexity. We're going to master the absolute basics together right now. The whole point is to get you feeling comfortable and confident enough to just start creating something awesome immediately. Okay, first things first, we have to get familiar with our editing workspace. Honestly, once you understand these four main areas, everything else is just going to click into place. So let's break it down. Over on the left-hand side, you've got your media panel. The easiest way to think about this, it's your digital toolbox. It's where you put all your raw ingredients, your video clips, your music, any photos. They all just hang out here waiting for you to grab them. Right in the middle, you see that big screen? That's the player. It's basically your live preview. Every single change you make, whether it's a tiny little trim or a big flashy effect, you'll see it happen right here in real time, so you always know exactly what your video is looking like. And then, over on the right, that's the details panel. Think of this as your control center. Anytime you click on a clip or some text or an effect, this is where you go to fine-tune everything. Want to zoom in, change a color, make an effect last longer? You're going to do all of that right here. And finally, the most important part, down at the bottom, is the timeline. This is your canvas. This is where the magic really happens. You'll be arranging your clips, making your cuts, adding your music. Basically, you build your entire story from beginning to end right here. Okay, so now that we know our way around the workspace, let's actually start building something. The heart and soul of editing is really simple. It's just picking the best parts of your footage and putting them in an order that tells a cool story. And getting your footage in is so simple. First, you just hit import to get your videos into that media panel we talked about. And from there, you literally just drag and drop your favorite clips down onto the timeline. Put them in the order you want your story to play out. That's it. So you've got your clips on the timeline. Now, how do you trim away the boring parts and keep only the good stuff? Well, you've got two main ways to do it. For a super precise cut, you move that white line, it's called the playhead, to the exact spot you want, and then you split the clip. Boom. But for quicker, rougher adjustments, you can just grab the edge of the clip and drag it. One's like a scalpel, the other's more like a pair of scissors. Both get the job done. All right, our story is taking shape. We've got the clips in order. Now it's time for the really fun part, adding all those professional touches that make a video pop. This is where you can get super creative. You know how sometimes when you watch a video, it just jumps from one shot to the next and it feels kind of abrupt? Well, transitions are like the visual glue that smooths everything out. They help you move from one scene to another without it feeling so jarring. And CapCut makes adding them incredibly easy. You just pop over to the Transitions tab, and you can hover your mouse over them to see a little preview of what they do. Find one you like? Just drag it and drop it right between two clips on your timeline. You can even click on it and adjust how fast or slow it happens. Simple as that. Next up, text and captions. Look, text is so powerful. It can give people context, it can highlight key points, and honestly, it makes your video way more accessible. Especially since, let's be real, a ton of people watch videos with the sound off these days. And listen, typing out captions by hand is the worst. It takes forever. But CapCut's AI is a total game changer here. You literally just go to the text tab, choose auto captions, tell it the language, and bam, it transcribes the whole thing for you. After that, you can quickly customize the fonts and colors to match your style. Okay, let's talk audio, because this is absolutely crucial. You can add music from CapCut's own library or upload your own track. The most important thing to watch for is that audio waveform. If you see it turning red, that means your audio is peaking. It's too loud and it's going to sound distorted and awful. Just pull the volume down until it's all nice and green. And a pro tip, always add a little fade in at the start and a fade out at the end of your music. It just sounds so much more polished. All right, don't let the word keyframes scare you. It sounds super technical, but it's actually really simple. A keyframe is just a marker. That's it. It tells the video, hey, start a change here or end a change here. So if you want to do a slow zoom, you just add one keyframe where you want the zoom to start, then you move a little later in the clip, zoom in, and CapCut automatically adds the second keyframe for you. The software does all the hard work of creating that smooth motion between those 2 points. You've just created a custom animation with like 2 clicks. And just like that, you've basically done it. You've assembled your clips, you've polished them with transitions and text, you've balanced your audio. There's only one thing left to do: exporting your videos so you can actually share it with the world. Now, I know the export screen can look a little intimidating with all those options, but for a beginner, you really only need to worry about 3 things. For resolution, pick 1080p. That's perfect HD quality. For frame rate, stick with 30 FPS. That's the standard for smooth motion online. And for the format, choose MP4. It's the one that works everywhere. Seriously, stick to those 3 and your video is going to look great. And that's it. I'm not kidding. That's really all it takes. From importing your clips to adding that professional polish and exporting the final product, you now have all the fundamental skills you need to create compelling videos. So yeah, congratulations. See? The tools are no longer a barrier. The only limit is your imagination. Whether it's a travel vlog, a tutorial, or just a fun clip for social media, you're ready to start creating. So what story will you create first?